Hey everybody, Bobby here, back with another video. Today I want to talk about cravings and cheat meals and what I did to incorporate cheating into my weight loss plan. Um, in the past, cheating was not a cheat meal. It wasn't one meal and I went back to my plan. It was one meal that completely derailed my progress. But it was because I didn't know how to cheat correctly that led to my many failed attempts. When you go on a fad diet, Atkins, South Beach, Slim Fast, anytime you step off of the trail and maybe have a candy bar or a glass of regular soda, the plans are so rigid and so structured that it's not good for you to do that, because it's going to lead to binging. The reason is because those diets are very restrictive already. So one cheat item I have found personally on my many attempts at fad dieting, for me, when I would let myself have the cheat item because I really was craving it and I had been doing very well for quite a while, it was one bite and it was done. It was completely done. I was at the gas station purchasing candy, everything. And it led to failure because I was so restricted already. So this time, in my plan to keep everything simple, I planned out my cheat items, my cheat options, and what they were going to be, and I incorporated it into my weight loss plan, and it helped me to be successful. Already knowing what items you're going to turn to that are unhealthy for you, maybe because they're highly processed, whatever it may be, whatever items you want, those are the items you're going to have. They have to be something that you specifically know you want to and need to have during this to remain successful. So just knowing what those items were and knowing that I kept them on hand and that they were okay for me to turn to. I have given myself permission to turn to these items whenever I feel like I need to have something that isn't great for me. It helped me to stay on track every single time. Friday nights, I typically would eat out every night, but Friday nights in particular for me, because it was payday and I didn't have to work on the weekend. So Friday nights became my going out eating. And so on Friday nights, instead of going out and eating, I would order a pizza and I would have 2 or 3 slices of the pizza, and I'd let myself have a glass of regular soda and maybe some potato chips and dip. And I was okay with it. And then I knew that that was what I was going to have. And then the next day I was back on my plan, and it wasn't hard for me to get back onto my plan because it was already pre-planned out that I was going to cheat. I kept a bag of gummy bears in my car the whole time, and I still do now. And those are my second go-to item. Whenever I was having that craving, that sweet tooth, I'm not a big chocolate person. I like it, but it's not, it's just not something that I have turned to. It's just something that I enjoy. But gummy bears have always been my go-to item. So, but having them available for me at all times really helped me because I could turn to them, and they were already acceptable for me to have because I had given myself permission at that point. So knowing what you want to eat and knowing what you don't want to give up, that's completely awesome. And it's going to benefit you so much in this program, in this process for life, because you've given yourself permission to cheat. It's okay. You're going to have cravings, and to fight the cravings and help to keep you on the right track to ensure that you're successful, plan out your cheat meals. Okay. There are people I know who have cheat weekends. There was a person I knew quite a number of years back. He was on a plan, weight loss plan, and I think it might have been Atkins, but he would give himself one weekend a month. He would just binge. This dude would binge on everything, and he'd eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat whatever he wanted to eat, and carbs, of course, because Atkins, it was Atkins, because Atkins tells you can't have carbs. So he would eat everything, and then bam, he would be back to normal. By Monday, he would be eating clean, and he would stick it out until another 30 days passed, and then he'd give himself that weekend. That worked for him. You have to know yourself. In order to cheat successfully, you really have to know who you are. You have to know yourself as a person, as an individual. What works for you is not going to necessarily work for somebody else. What works for me may not work for you. You really need to know yourself, and you need to know and be comfortable with how much is enough. Know yourself, limit yourself. I kept it simple, and I picked 2 to 3 items. I didn't want to overdo it. Because the whole point of weight loss is that you're trying to eat healthier. So if I said to myself, okay, it's okay that you can have everything that you want, which I do. I tell myself I can always have whatever I want. Now it's become a choice. Do I want to have it? Do I need to have it? I ask myself these questions, but giving myself permission to have everything in the beginning, it was really almost self-defeating, because you really do want to try to eat healthier and incorporate healthier foods in. So that's why I say start out with 2 to 3. Never limit yourself. Never tell yourself no, but pick, a couple of things that you cannot do this without. And then tell yourself those are what you're going to have. Those are the items that you will have and you will turn to, and they'll be available for you whenever you need them. Again, it's all about knowing yourself. So ask yourself what you're comfortable with, and then do it. Plan it out. To be successful, plan it out. Okay? You're going to be awesome at this. Best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.